Am I the asshole for not waking up my girlfriend for an exam after she called me a bitch? I don't know. What she call you a bitch for? Sometimes dudes can be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that we only use the word bitch for women. I think that it is a very gender neutral and good term to use for everybody if they're being a bitch. My girlfriend has online summer courses and she had an exam for one of them this morning. I usually wake her up pretty much for everything because she sleeps through her phone alarm no matter how long it buzzes or how many times she has said it. Sounds like me. She has joked that I'm her butler before, and within context of a relationship, it's okay, so I don't mind. Obviously, I want to love my partner and try to make her life easy. You don't call a spouse a butler. You don't call them anything that insinuates their part in the relationship is a chore or a job. That's kind of fucked and not what you should look for in a partner. However, last night she was chatting with her friends and she thought I couldn't hear. She was bragging that I'm her little bitch and I do everything for her when she tells me to do it. It really hurt my feelings because they were making comments like, good, put him in his place, and she was agreeing. Sounds like you need to pack your things up before you don't wake her up for her exam. She specifically said, yeah, I'm not worried about tomorrow because the bitch will make sure I'm up and he'll probably have breakfast ready for me too. What kind of relationship do you got, brother? Who are you dating? Lucifer? What is going on? Also, if you enjoy these Reddit stories, you can check out our podcast, Two Daddies Judging Baddies, where we read Reddit stories and then judge people. I went to bed pretty hurt by it, and come morning, I didn't bother to wake her up when her alarm started to go off. She usually only gets up when someone physically shakes her, but I let her turn off the alarm, and she slipped back into sleep, and I turned around and went back to sleep too. When she woke up, she was yelling at me saying that I'm an asshole and that I've cost her her exam and that I'm a piece of shit for what I did. You were not a piece of shit. She is just not a responsible person and slept through an alarm. And you, unlike a bitch, let that bitch sleep in. So kudos. There's an edit. Sorry for not responding sooner. I wrote this up on my break at work, and now I have to get back to it. Can't have my phone, work with food. I wasn't expecting this many replies so fast. I think we're breaking up. Good. And it should be we're definitely breaking up, not I think. I told her this morning after she called me a bitch for being upset, being called a bitch. Dang, he got called bitch twice. Damn. You can't let her, like she did. That's triple. You've been triple bitched. Like you can't let somebody triple bitch you. You know what I'm saying? Once you get triple bitched, you gotta cut things off. You gotta stamp out that flame, or you just gonna be a bitch for the rest of your life. But she's saying she's not done with me. What?
Oh, you're not done with me, brother. You're my little bitch. You're my little baby boy, baby back bitch. You're not done until I see you're done.
What the fuck? Who the fuck are you in a relationship with? I'm just trying to get through today's shift and then deal with that stuff later. I'll try to get back as soon as I can. We've been together for a year and this was my first real relationship, but I'm tired of her not acknowledging how shitty she has made me feel by calling me a bitch. The word is really making me feel like shit and small. He didn't put like shit, but I added that in there. Yeah, you definitely got to get out of that relationship, and you're not the asshole for not waking her up. She's just a irresponsible person who doesn't prioritize the responsibilities they have in life. So because they can't do that and they have all these shortcomings in life, they're trying to make you feel small also by calling you a bitch. You can't let somebody call you a bitch, all right? You can't do it, because if it's this bad now and y'all get married, you're just gonna be a bitch for the rest of your life, and you can't do that.